peace. What it do, y'all? It's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY. Back with another episode of that Samba conversation. For those that don't know, I am Jones, the original for the BANTU. By blood, not by converge. You know I'm out here to splurge. Splurge with the what? With the word. I want to give all praises be to the Father, for he is worthy to be praised. Sonini is the name, only name given unto the children of Akobi, or spoken, or should I say he written in the easy closer language, which you can find in Daniel 5, verse 25. And our big brother, your Savior, spoke it on the cross in Matthew 27, verse 46. Round of applause for that. Yeah. Pardon my lateness. Had to do things with the whiz and setting up and doing what we gotta do. But today's gonna be a beautiful, calm. I don't know if it's gonna be calm. I don't know where the Father may take me. But today is gonna be a good lesson. Not an in-depth lesson, more of an in-depth conversation. And the conversation is for those that's going against God's creation, his children, his earth, the animals. This is I won't even say a calling out for help. This is a warning, right? And that warning is, until the truth, the real truth, be told, the whole world won't be set free. You shall know the real truth, so this world can be set free. See, the lies and the deception and the confusion has caused this world to be in complete turmoil, complete chaos, confusion, and how would you say this? A highway straight to the pits of hell. And why do I say this? I say this because everybody see what's going on. And now the things that are going on are starting to affect the exact people that benefit off the suffering. Now everybody's looking for change. Everybody's looking for solutions. Everybody wants world peace. Everybody don't want no more drama like Mary J. Blige. But listen, you're going to get nothing but drama. You're going to get nothing but turmoil. You're going to get nothing but deaths. You're going to get nothing but earthquakes. You're going to get nothing but cracks in the land. You're going to get nothing but that until everybody starts telling the truth. And what's that truth? The truth is that the colored people, the ones that was slaves, still slaves, now we're psychological slaves. Those people are the descendants of Abram, Isaac, and Jacob. Not the descendants of Israel. We're not the descendant of that. Not the descendant of Abraham. We're not the descendant of that. We are the descendants of Abram, Isaac, and Akobi, or Jacob. Not Israel. Not the name change. You know, every time a name got changed, somebody whoever changed the name is the overseer. And you see who oversees that name called Israel. It's not you, brother man. It's not you, baby girl. So you must denounce it. I had to denounce it. And the denouncement, you know, like how they got the announcement, the denouncement on my end was probably by far the best decision I have ever made in my life. Praise the Father for that. Round of applause. Round of applause. He was working. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him. Cause I can remember just last year at this time, I would have came on and said, "Hey guys, Shabbat Shalom," and the whole Shema Yasharala Ahaya, the whole shebang, to come to realize that I was just upholding and promoting the satanic lie that's the cause of this turmoil that you guys are seeing in this world right now. And I know people is gonna say, but that's not true because, we come from such and such and such and such and such and such. And my rebuttal to that is simple. If we come from such and such, then wherever we came from with the such and such, that language that was over there spoken, the such and such, should still be speaking with such and such. But since there's no history that can bring us back to the such and such, then that means the such and such that we got from such and such is a such and such lie. See what I'm saying? See, I gotta give it to you guys in a children's voice, in a children's way, because you guys don't wanna wean off the nipple. You want to be children. Nobody want to be men. Nobody want to be warriors. Only children sit back and wait for daddy to provide them with food. Mommy, food. You want spiritual food. Nobody want to learn. Nobody want to cook yet. Nobody want to learn how to cook. Everybody want to be spoon-fed. Similar to what society has done to the black race in their everyday life. We want to be spoon-fed. We don't want to put in the countless hours, the hard work, the devotion, the dedication into whatever you're doing. But in this circumstances, we're doing this for our salvation. We're doing this for our ticket into the kingdom. Everything that we have done, that we're doing right now, is for the kingdom. It's for the true dominions. I want to rule. I want to see my people rule. I want to see black people in their rightful positions, because that's where we was in the beginning. If you believe in the Israels, then you're going to believe that it was always Europeans that's ruling. Because if I say the word Israel subconsciously, without even you closing your eyes, me saying that, you're going to think of somebody with the conker on their head. You're going to think that, yep, see, that's them. See, that's the deception that these people has placed on your hearts and your mind to deceive you. Gave you books like the Sophia Bible, and that got nothing but Hebrew, and we now seeing it and we're taking it and believing that this is us. This is our language because you stole it from us. They never stole nothing. The only thing that these people have done was take your Bible, your scrolls that they heinously called it the Dead Sea. They took your scrolls. Okay? There's BANTU in here. They took your scrolls and rewrote it. Compiled a book and created religions. Whether it was through Islam, Christianity, Judaism. They took your records and created a religion. This religion has caused more division amongst colored people than anybody can ever imagine. See, through religion, I can look at a black man and say that this is not my brother. I can look at a black sister and say, because you're not in part of my church or you don't believe in what I believe in, I can't be with you. Religion. See, heritage, bloodline, information passed on from generation to generation. These are rules and regulations that we, as the children of Akobi, as the children of Sonini, was told to oblige by, and was told to make sure that you never deviate from this. But when we fell, as in the book of Jeremiah 17, verse 4, when we was discontinued from that heritage, we was like a newborn baby that didn't have a daddy and a mommy to talk to look up to be taught how to talk, walk. So by default, whatever thing came before us, and it was, how can you say this, unhurtful, where it wasn't a life-threatening encounter, we then take on these things and we start following it. Hence, what you see now with Christianity, what you see now with Islam, what you see now with Judaism or Hebrew Israelism, which is Christianity and Judaism merged together, or Hinduism. Dudes now want to do, karates and be Bruce Lee Black Bruce, Black Lee. Sisters want to do yoga and Pilates, want to wear tights and, stretch their bodies and take their legs and put it over their head and say, look, I am flexible. All sexual symbolization. This is what they do. This is what happens when you don't have a heritage. And I know I'm going off and I know I'm talking, I know, but I have to address these things, because this addressing is what's needed so you can eat your greens accordingly. Because there are individuals working day in, day out to keep you in a level of deception, to keep you in a level of confusion. And the whole world is suffering because of that. The whole world. Every single race, doesn't matter where you from, is suffering from that. And it's only going to get worse. You guys got two options. It's either you can prolong on this lie and be, eaten alive until there's no more you guys on this earth, or you can denounce your positions. You can tell the truth to the world and let the whole world know that the Holy Land has and always has been in Africa. And that these so-called Africans, whether they Black America, Black American, Black Caribbean, whatever you want to call them, any single person that came into these lands on the plains of servitude, those people, when you start telling that those people are the true descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then, I repeat, then things will come back to normal. But until then, the Most High is going to allow the foolishness of the wise to take down the foolishness of the wise. He's going to allow the wise, the foolishness, to be the demise for all you guys. Doesn't matter the race, doesn't matter the education, doesn't matter the wealth. You stand on this lie, You shall die by this lie. Let me start off. Let me go off. Let me share my screen here. Hold on. Let me share my screen. We're gonna go back to Psalms 47. Hold on. Let me share my screen here. Share my screen, guys. You know, we're gonna start off with John 8:32, right? You guys know how it goes. You see what it says on top of here. You see what it says. And it says what? John 8:32. And you shall know the whole truth. The whole truth. And that whole truth shall make the whole world free. Because this right here is a global situation. The lies has affected every single person on the earth. Doesn't matter the demographics, the skin tone, your finance, the wealth, doesn't matter. Every single person is being affected. Everybody. And it's by design. Let me go pull up another one. Hold on. Let's go to 1 Corinthians. Let me scroll down. Okay? 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 19 says, for it is written. So it is already written. This is already written. Even in the Old Testament, it's already written. I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and I will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. He's going to destroy the wisdom of the wise. Those that you consider to be the wise men, to be the top scholars, to be the ones with the doctrines, and because of their titles, we take heed and we listen to these people. We trust these people. The Father said he is going to destroy. He's saying the word destroy, destruction, what you guys are seeing right now in this world. It is nothing but destruction. Plague, Revelations 18, plagues, famine, pestilence, all in one day. People is dying every single day. An 80-year-old man and his 74-year-old wife got out of a car to go meet families and friends and was savagely slaughtered by 2 dogs that miraculously broke out of the cage. Broke out of the gate and killed them. When I tell you guys we are on borrowed time, that any given day can be your last on this earth, when I tell you guys these things, you don't listen. You guys take it as, I'm just gonna live my life, or God knows my heart. Yeah? If God knows your heart, he wouldn't be allowing you to be on borrowed time. If he knew that you genuinely love him, to love the Father is to keep his commandments. Let me pull that up for you guys. No, it's 3. Is it 5? Oh, there we go. No, I'm like, no, I ain't tweaking. Right? Let's go to John chapter First John chapter 5 verse 2. See, I tell you guys, look, these are the apostles that you're supposed to be reading. You read the book of Revelations, you read the book of Peter's, you read the book of John. Why? Because these individuals was there. So you know, like how Biggie came out with Life After Death? So life came unto us after our Savior died, after he was murdered, right? Life came after us. Wisdom is known of her children, right? And from this wisdom, you must get this understanding from those that actually walk with him. Not somebody that after he died came in a vision and said this and displayed this and told him that. And then all of a sudden, this man has become the overseer of the New Testament. You guys know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say his name. But let's continue. First John chapter 5 verse 2 says, by this we know that we love the children of the Father when we love the Father and keep his commandments. So in order for us to love each other as God's children, we got to come to an understanding and keep these commandments. Until this commandment is kept, we can't love each other. Because the commandments is not just these, the 10 laws that these heathens want you to focus on. No, the commandments is anything that the Father tell you to do that you must do. When Jonah refused to go into the island and he jumped on the ship, because he didn't keep that commandment, he almost got his whole, and I don't even say that's his man because he probably don't even know him. He almost got every crew member on that ship killed because of his disobedience. You see, when you are obedient, he wouldn't put his friend's life or those sailors' lives in danger because he would have had love. Like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna jump on a ship and put them in a situation. Matter of fact, I don't even want to go there. But I won't even have to jump on the ship because I would already went where I need to go, where the Father sent me to go. See, when you start understanding these little things, then you'll realize the requirement of the children, of his children, him that created us in his likeness, in his image. We have a rule, and that rule is what? Let's continue. By this, we know that we love the children of the Father when we love the Father and keep his commandments. For this is the love of the Father, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. For whatsoever is born of the Father overcomes the world, and this is the victory that overcomes the world, even ours, not faith, confidence, even we knowing so. You understand? You understand? So if there ain't no love, if you ain't showing no love to the Father, the God knows my heart and he's gonna save me. It's none of that. That's all a lie. This is what the Europeans have displayed into your heart, mind, and soul to believe this foolishness. And you're wondering why we're suffering as a nation. You're trying to find out how come Europeans and everybody is prosperous but you. Because one thing and one thing only, the rules and regulations was never given unto these people, because these people are not the Father's creation. Then they know that. That's why they had to tamper and give their understanding or put their selves within the word so they can be the overseers. Hence, why you think they changed Jacob's name to Israel and gave you a sad, sobbing story for you guys to believe. I had to read this over and over again and be like, wow, how can I be a Bible understander, a Bible reader, knowing the word how I know it, and didn't see that? You know why I didn't see that? Because I had a veil under my eyes, believing that I came from 1948. That's what I call that place. I call it 1948. I thought I came from 1948 because every book that I read mentioned 1948. So by default, I'm thinking 1948 has to be me. Because we know the only people that fit these prophecies is me and you. And everybody else that's proclaiming to be from the seed of Jacob is lying. Right? Let's continue. Let's continue. Let me go back to Psalms. Oh, no, 1 Corinthians. Sorry. Oh, I don't like that noise. Hold on. Okay. Take that off. All right? Let's go back to 19. It says, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Nothing. Everybody has took these medical procedures, but yet they still got their face covered for nothing. Everything that you guys are being taught, being seen, is for nothing. It's nothing. All lies, all foolishness, everything, all the way down to religion, is nothing. Right? Verse 20 says, where is the wise? Where is the scribes? Where are you guys? Where are you teachers? Where is the disputer of this world? Have not the Father made the foolish the wisdom of this world? Everything on this world is complete foolish. Lies, corruption, deception. Only a fool will believe this and stand by this. Only a fool, but the just and the righteous can see through it. That's why our big brother said, what? He that got eyes to see, let him see, ears to hear, let him hear. So the things that I bring forth, you won't hear it. Because the things that I'm seeing, you can't see it. Whether it's because you got a dark you got a dark force that's covering your eyes, you got a satanic cultist organization covering your eyes, preventing you from seeing the truth, stopping you from retrieving the truth, or you got the 7 legions that got complete control over your heart, mind, and soul, and is not letting go until you fast, pray, and denounce all European gods. Facts. Let's continue. It says what? For after that, in the wisdom of the Father, the world by the wisdom knew not the Father. So this wisdom of this world does not know the Father at all whatsoever. This is why you see people will take a medical decision, then wait to speak to the Father, pray on it, put their trust in it, put their confidence in him. Let him guide our path. We don't believe in that. We don't see that. We take it as, I gotta take care of my family. The Father's gonna forgive me. He's gonna protect me. But the time for you to exercise your faith, let's call it that, your faith, the time for you to exercise that, you didn't. And the time for your teachers and those that's in those positions to take care of the sheep, they didn't. So now brothers and sisters are now left to defend for themselves. And I told brothers and sisters that these things was going to happen. I told brothers and sisters that When things hit the fan, you're going to have to defend for yourself. There ain't gonna be no escape plan. Ain't gonna be everybody we meet here. Ain't gonna be no checkpoints. Nothing. The only thing you guys are going to have is your family. And listen, these people already tell you. You guys better get yourself in order. Get your family in order. But I thought we was all a family. Matter of fact, you guys got all the resources, all the financial resources. You should be setting up for everybody, because not everybody can afford to buy groceries and put extra groceries on the side. You see the times that we are in? Not everybody can get access to gas. Not everybody can afford a car. Not everybody can even afford to pay rent. But you guys sit here every day, every other day, talking about join this, follow that, send money here. We're going to do that. But when the time came for you guys to flex your muscle and show your people, the nation that you're building, that you are there, you was nowhere to be seen. But I digress. Let's continue. It says what? It says, for after that, in the wisdom of the Father, the world by the wisdom knew not the Father. It pleased the Father by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. So my job is to save those that believe, those that know. I won't even say believe. Those that know that they're from the descendant of Abram, Isaac, and Jacob. I come to preach to you. For those that know for a fact that this place called Israel is not our land. Nothing in the Middle East is ours. Nothing. I can show you that they created the Nile River. It was the governor of Iraq. And I got it saved. On my phone. I should send it. But I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Don't worry. Matter of fact, I'll do it Monday. I'm gonna show it to you. These people know everything. But you got brothers and sisters that's standing on a lie and will argue it to the death. And the only thing they're bringing forth is a copy and paste understanding that they got from their heathens. They partake in all European festivals and traditions. They just change the names. They just change the day. You might as well serve on Sunday instead of Saturday. But hey, who am I? I don't know what I'm talking about. Calling God European titles. Where did the Father tell Moses to tell Aaron and his children that they was going to be deacons and bishops? Where? Find it for me. Find it for me. How we have brothers proclaiming to follow Old Testament but give New Testament titles. I'm lost for words. And give more New Testament, knowing that it's pure contradictional information that overrides Old Testament. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. And because we're so focused on New Testament, Paul's writings, we can't even see Genesis chapter 13, verse 1. But I digress. I'm sorry, guys. Let's continue. Let's go to Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 37. I wanna go there. I wanna go there. You see what it says? He will not forsake. It's not the saints. Father never called us to be his saints. We are his children. We are from the descendant of Abram, Isaac, and Jacob. We didn't need these titles called saints. Saints is European, Luciferian. That's why you get St. Andrews and St. Paul and St. Nicholas. Isn't that Santa Claus' name? Wasn't Santa Claus' name St. Nicholas? Santa, Satan, Claus? Come on now. So now we associate that with us. These are interjections. Let's start off with verse 1. We're going to read all of it. We're going to read all of it. For you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set the whole world free. Let's read. A Psalms of David. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be envious against the workers of iniquity. Why are we so envious? Why are you so jealous of the Europeans? Why you want to be a European so bad? Don't you know that the earth is yours? Don't you know that in order for you to retrieve that, all you got to do is humble yourself? Matter of fact, let's pull that up. We're going to come back to 37. We're going to come back to 37. No. See, look at this. Look what it says. It says, if my people, his creation, his children, which are called by his name, it's not Yah, it's not Yahweh, it's not Yahushua, it's not Yeshaya, it's not Ahaya, it's none of these foolish European fallen angel names given unto the children of Akobi on purpose to keep you in a spiritual bondage, to make you contradict the word. Because the Father said, if you keep my commandments, you should be the head and not the tail. We got brothers still the tail. Been keeping the laws for how many years now? What's going on? Something is not right. Is it the feast days that you keeping that's off? Is it the name that you calling that's off? Is it the language that you guys are claiming that's off? Because anytime you do something that's off, that's by default giving honor to those that created it or those that put the deception in place for you to be at the bottom. Let's continue. I don't want to be too long with it, even though I'll be too long with it. It says, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek his face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from the throne, and I will forgive them, and I will heal them. This is the only requirements you have to do in order to receive salvation. You don't need to drink no blood. You don't need to take nobody to eat bread or blood. None of that. No cannibalism will be accepted in the Holy Land, will be accepted and revered and honored in the holies of holies. Is not accepted up in the heaven realms. It's not there. You cannot think for 1 second that when you are given communion and you're drinking that blood, your Father is sitting there partaking it with you. He does not accept human sacrifice. He does not want us drinking blood. He does not want us sacrificing our children unto Moloch, but yet he's going to send his son, his child, to be sacrificed unto Moloch, or should I say for Moloch. Because like they say, he had to go in order for wisdom to come, to help those, to give everybody on the face of this earth an opportunity for salvation. That is the biggest lie straight from the pits of hell. Luciferian doctrine at its highest order right there, right before you. Right there, right before you. Humble themselves. Humble themselves. That's it. Now my eyes shall be open and my ears attend unto the prayers that is made in this place. Okay? Okay? You guys should read 2 Chronicles 17 from 14 all the way down to the end. Okay? Okay? Matter of fact, let's read it. Let's continue reading. Oh, let's read. Verse 16. It says what? For now have I chosen and sanctified this house, that my name may be there forever. It's not Yah. It's not Yahweh. It's not Ahayah. It's not anything European. We've been calling on these names, and these dudes been calling on these names, and still chaos in their household. No peace, no order. What's going on? Somebody's lying. Can't be the Father. Right? Let's read. Right? That my name may be there forever, and my eyes and my heart shall be there perpetually. Okay? Verse 17. As for thee, if thou walk before me as David thy father walked, and do accordingly to all that I have commanded thee. You see this? You see he says commanded thee. Commanded thee. Everything the Father tell you to do. If you do it, you shall be fine. You see 17 verse 4? 7 verse 4? But he says, if my people, this is a command. He's telling you, if my people, which are called by my name, Sonini, Modimo, Moawi, if he's calling by these names, and shall humble themselves and pray and seek his face, this is all you have to do. That's a command by the Father. There was no command that was given by the New Testament that told you to drink blood. That was an introduction by the Luciferian children, by Cain babies, straight Hamites, feeding you the lies. Right? Right? Where was that? Verse 17 says, as for thee, if thou walk before me as David thy son walked, and do according to all that I have commanded thee, and shall observe my statutes and my judgment. Listen, then will I establish the throne of thy kingdom according as I have conveyed it with David thy father, saying, there shall not fall thee a man to be a ruler in Jacob. For the BANTU, we know the name, this Israel was an interjection. It's symbolical to the name Jacob. Our Father does not operate with any level of symbolism. Symbolism comes from religion. Symbolism comes from Christianity. Symbolism comes from Islam. Symbolism comes from Hindu. Symbolism comes from Judaism. Symbolism comes from what's the other one? Yoga. All of these things come with a level of symbolism. So Symbolism, changing Jacob's name to Israel, was the symbolization for Judaism. Just like Christianity used the cross, that was for Christianity or Catholic. That's their symbol. Islam, you already know, the Kabbalah stone or tree, whatever you want to call it, that's their symbol. Hindu or Buddha, when you see the big fat guy, that's their symbol. That's their symbol. Have to see this, people. You have to see this, people. It's symbolic. You could see it in the Strongs. It's symbolic. Our Father does not operate in symbols, people. Thou shalt not make any graven image. Nothing. Nothing. Zero. Anything that you see with an image, you know is straight from Lucifer and his children. And the deception and the lies that's leading us astray. That's keeping us astray. That's keeping us from the Father. That's causing us to burn in hell, to keep us at the bottom. And you're wondering why we still remain the tail and not the head. I say this all the time and I get no response. How are we keeping these laws? And we're still the tail and not the head. How? How are we keeping these laws? And brothers is talking all of this foolish nonsense, talking about through Christ we are gathered. Gathered how? IUIC got their own gathering. GOCC got their own gathering. TD Jakes got his own gathering. Creflo Take a Dollar got their own gathering. And everybody supposedly believing in Christ, but nobody come together. Now one time, something is off. Something ain't right. Something is not making sense. I'm the person that's putting the quarters in to make it make sense. You have to make it make sense. You can't tell me that we are establishing a gathering and everybody is divided. Are you making a gathering for your congregation, for your organization of Satan? Or are you actually putting a nation together according to the Father, according to our Savior? Because our Savior said a nation that's divided can't stand. So if we are all divided with different so-called doctrines, different perspectives, different viewpoints, different beliefs, calling on this name, following that name, all of this is taking place within religion. And you got brothers that's going to come look me in my face and tell me, nah, being Israel is not a religion, bro. We just claiming our heritage. So which one are you claiming? Because if you're claiming a heritage and he's Israel and that's Israel, why nobody ain't breaking bread together, putting things together, established? And I know somebody in the organization got to have good credit so we all can buy houses and homes and live luxury. Oh, my bad, you can't love the things of this world, right? Right? So it's not, so you can't love the things of this world. You cannot be of this world. So, but you are, here you are in this world, busting your behind to sustain, to live this world in a peaceful manner so you can take care of your family, but you can't have none of that. Who taught you that? Paul, I get you. Got you. Cool. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let me give you my screen again. Where am I? Where am I? Verse 18. Then will I establish the throne of thy kingdom according to the covenant with David, thy father, saying, there shall not fall thee a man to be ruler in Jacob. Right? But if ye turn away and forsake my statutes and my commandments, which I have set before you, and shall go and serve other gods and worship them, the Yahs, the Yahushuas, the Ahayas. These are fallen gods. These are not God of the father of Akobi. This is not the God of Abram, Isaac, and Jacob. He is not the Father. We are calling on two different things. Because of what you're calling on, you're seeing the book from two different lenses. I'm seeing the book the way it was written in Ele Sabatani. Mene. I forgot how to say the other ones. In Daniel 5 verse 25, or when Rebecca or Rachel was dying and she named her son Benjamin, and they heathen said, "Oh no, Jacob changed it to Benjamin." Come on now. We reading two different books, same books with two different glasses on. I got the eyes of the prize. I got the eyes of the Father. I got the eyes of my big brother. You guys got the eyes of the Europeans, and you're serving their gods. Other gods, and worship them. Look what he says. Verse 20 says what? Then will I pluck them up by the roots out of my land. Right? Which land is that? We was plucked. We didn't have to flee. We was plucked. You was taken straight off the land. You wasn't taken off Israel and sent to Jamaica and Haiti and Puerto Rico, whatever places that we end up at. You was sent there. You was plucked. You was grabbed. You know when you grab something? You know when you pluck something by the roots? You grabbing it. You was grabbed out your land. Let me show you my face so you can see the seriousness behind this. You was grabbed. You was grabbed off the land. Tied up like how they package, you know, when they grabbing the roots for the beats and stuff like that. They wrap it up and they put it in cargo ships and sent it to various locations. You think they only did that with fruits and vegetables? They did that with human beings. They did that with you. They're still doing it now. Now they're doing it in secrecy. They still doing it now. Okay? All right? From the root. All right? Then I will pluck them up by the root out of my land, which I have given thee. Let me give it back. Be right here. 20. Right here. Let me make sure. Hold on. Let me make sure. Because I want you guys to see this. Okay. Right here. You see this? Then will I pluck them up by the root out of my land, which I have given them. He gave us what? He gave us all of Africa, Sub-Sahara, the Congo. All of that was ours. Matter of fact, that whole continent is ours. That's what he gave. That's what he gave Abram. All right? Right? That had given them in this house, which I have sanctified for my name, I will cast out of my sight and will make it to be a proverb and a byword amongst all nations. What's the proverbs and the bywords of all nations when you name it like Nigeria, Ghana, Benin, Congo, Zimbabwe, South Africa? These are bywords. It's not a name the Father gave. These are bywords created by other nations. Are you not seeing this? Are you dumb or are you dumb? Which one is it? Right? Proverbs and bywords. The proverbs is whatever name they gave it. The bywords is what they give you. Oh, you thought they were just talking about you in Deuteronomy 28. Oh, no. It's everything got to be converted. All of these names that you see on the face of this earth right now was names not given by the Father. Show me in the scriptures where you see the Father said, Abram, so that land's going to be called Africa. And I'm going to give you Zimbabwe. And then I'm going to give this young man, I'm going to give Junes Benin. And I'm gonna give them Morocco, and then I'm gonna give Egypt, and no, lies. This is what they do. This is the bywords that was given unto you, Playboy. Come on now. Listen to this. Let's continue. It says what? And this house, which is high, shall be an astonishment to everyone that passes by it, so that he shall say, why has the Father done this unto this land and unto this house? People walk by, go into Africa, and say, damn, why would the Father do this to these people? Jerusalema is not even, that place can't even be inhabited. It's a dust dome. Oh, but you guys thinking it's 1948. He's talking about 1948. Oh, that's what he's talking about. The area that's being occupied by Arabs and Khazars, all Cain's children, Hamites. Hey, who am I? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just another brother coming on YouTube bringing forth his own doctrine. This is what they tell you. But everybody knows what I'm saying is to be 100% facts. But because of your organization, you know, when you sell your soul to the devil, you gotta follow rules and regulations. I'm not subscribed to nobody. I'm subscribed to Sonini. I don't subscribe to no European powers. You're not going to find me calling on no European gods. You're not going to find me calling on Yah. You're not going to find me calling on Yahweh. You're not going to find me calling on Yahushua, Yahshua, Joshua, Yeshaya, Ahaya. You're not finding me calling on these people ever again in my life. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Never. I'm not subscribed to that. So when I see foolishness, I'm going to bring it forth. When you guys call me, we're not talking in a level of I'm beneath you and you're my teacher. We're not talking like that. I'm going to talk to you like you everybody else. What's good, my nigga? You chilling? Nah, big bro. The joint is a dub. We're not talking like that. You gotta earn these stripes where I come from, man. And that's what comes along with this religion. You take a back seat and allow weaklings to be your overseers and tell you how to think and how to move. No. Warriors come here. Warriors are the leaders. The betas and the passive, y'all sit down with the women and learn how to cook dinner. That's what y'all do. But when it comes to this fight, when it comes to being outside, when it comes to talking, we talk with conviction. We talk with authority because I am made in his likeness, in his image. Y'all gotta miss me with all that. It's no more of that. You will never hear me call these people elders and deacons and bishops. No. You don't get that title. And the only elder that you're going to see me calling is my elder because guess what? He's an elder. And he has elderly wisdom. And he's been around the block 3-4 times. And what he's talking about, you guys don't have no answers to. So by default, you're disqualified to give any teachings. My teachings is for the hood. You hear me? The elders is for everybody else. It's to gather, to bring them focus on, re-education. You should subscribe to that. Get your calendar, get your reading on, get your understanding on. But when you come over here around me, oh, we gonna talk it. Ain't no filter over here. Ain't no filter fish. I'm gonna tell you what it is. If you off. But this passive and being, I remember being part of being satanic cultist organizations of Satan. When these people call, you be like, instantly, you gotta humble yourself. Yes. How you doing, my brother? I'm doing all right, just trying to fight the fight, stay in the spirit, dude. I miss me with all that, man. How you doing, man? I'm chilling, big bro. What's up? You good? you dial 1-800-warrior.com. This is a warrior hotline that you reaching out right here. What's up, Playboy? What's on your mind? Yo, I thought I should send this to you. We ain't talking like that no more. We ain't talking like no beta soft men. Our Savior did not talk one jot of no. He talked with authority. And he was talking to the scribes and the Pharisees, these people that had high positions given unto them by the Romans, put into those positions by Romans, Europeans, heathens, the same people that you guys proclaiming to be. There was we read in two different stories. When I read what my big brother was doing, my Savior, he was healing his people. He was healing the people. He was teaching the people. He was breaking bread for the people. He was beefing with the scribes, with the Pharisees, the Sadducees, the high priests, the Roman Empire. He was beefing with Esau, all of them. Esau, the black man, the traitor. He is the real supplanter. He supplanted you and got you all dazed and confused. In fact, some of you Hebrews that's out here professing to be the children of Akko, man, you guys are children of Esau, man. Y'all gonna have a rude awakening when you wake up and you realize that all of this bickering and flickering and all that mean you did it for nothing. Esau's babies. Some of you even Cain babies. You, like the scripture says, you know them by their fruits. If this truth right here, if the Father's name, when you hear it, doesn't trigger, say, wait, what? I heard that before. I felt that. I knew something about Africa was the Holy Land. Something, if that don't trigger, you just another lost nigga. Pardon my language. I'm just telling you what it is. If it doesn't trigger, you're just another lost nigga. Lost into his heritage, lost through his identity. DNA has been tampered with. You're just lost. You're gone. Finito. Reprobate. Get to the side, Playboy. This ain't for you. This fight ain't for the weak. I tell everybody this. This fight is not for the weak. Only the strong shall survive. Not strong in faith. Faith is only for things that's fake. I don't have strength. I have strength of who he is because I am made of him. So he was a warrior. I got to be one too. He wasn't a tout, so I can't be a tout. He wasn't a liar, so I shouldn't be lying. He didn't do this, so I shouldn't be doing that. You guys got to miss me with the foolishness, man. This is warriors over here. This ain't your the organizational camps that's making Monday weak. And it's not your organizational camps that's making dudes over aggressive and don't know when to turn on, turn off, don't know how to conduct themselves amongst people. I conduct myself with decency and order all the time. But I also have no hesitation to tell you about yourself. But I digress. Let's continue. Let me finish this so we can go, because we got to still read Proverbs 37. Right? And it says what? Verse 22 says, and they shall be answered because they forsook the father, the father's fathers of their fathers, which brought them forth out of the land of bondage, and lay hold on other gods and worship them and serve them. Therefore has he brought all this evil upon them. You will remain the tail and not the head until you denounce the worship of Yah and Yahweh and Yahushai and Ahaya and Yeshaya. Until you denounce that, you will remain the tail and not the head. When you stop calling on Jesus Christ and Jehovah or Yahovah, Yahweh, EA, AK, OK, all day, are you gay? When you put that down and you start operating the way the Father tells you to operate, until you do that, you ain't never, and I repeat, you will never be the head. You will remain the tail. Let's go to Proverbs 37 now. I mean Psalms 37. Forgive me. Until the world, you shall know the whole truth, and the whole truth will set the whole world free. The whole world will only be set free when the truth is out. When you guys denounce and realize and admit that you've been teaching, that you've been learned lies, until that admit come in, until that humbleness comes, you will be in turmoil. This world will be in turmoil. And the Father is so merciful. He will let the whole world crumble. But those that know they come from the seed of Abram, Isaac, and Jacob, will be protected, will be heavenly guarded by angels in the Holy Land. The Father's eyes don't dwell in America. The Father's eyes don't dwell in 1948. It doesn't dwell no place in the Middle East. You think the Father's eyes dwelt there and they dropped bombs that was killing millions of people on children? You think if they did that on the Holy Land, you don't think for 1 second that the wrath of the Father would not occur? People would be like, well, a lot of things going on in South Africa, going on in Africa. People getting killed, people doing this. Yeah. It's called ethnic cleansing. He's cleaning house. He's bringing the plagues over there. That's intentional. Remember, he brought the plagues to Egypt? That's Africa. Father knows how to clean up. He been cleaning and washing dishes way before we was even created. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? You just got to just play your role and hope that you, brother man, sister man, you got to hope that you get the angel of death to overlook you and your family. Let's continue. Let's continue. Psalms 37 verse 1, it says, in Psalms of David, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be envious against the works of iniquity. Don't worry about it. Don't be envious. Don't be mad. Sit down and relax. Seek the kingdom. Don't be envious. Don't try to be an over European than the Europeans. Let the Europeans be the Europeans. You need to focus on being a Bantu. You need to focus on learning how to speak your language. The Ele La Sabatani. That's what you need to focus on. Right? For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and the withers as the green herbs. Okay? These powers, these heathens. Listen, the grass is being cut. Somebody's mowing right now. Sonini is mowing right now. He got his angels mowing the front lawn. The wife probably mowing the back lawn. Everybody's mowing something, somewhere, somehow. Something is being mowed down. You see what's going on in Turkey? Mow it down. Verse 3 says, trust in the Father and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. What land? Do good. Be a good person. Trust in the Father. Now have faith. Trust. Know He got us. Do good. Keep the commands. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Stop talking. Stop backbiting. Stop talking craziness because you don't have no understanding. Be a humble servant and say, yo, brother, I would like to learn. I would like for you to provide me with this information so I can do my studies, so I can see and find the truth for myself. Not wait on Saturday and stand by your computer and wait to be fed. I tell everybody, even the people that follow me, I say, yo, listen, just don't take what I'm saying. Don't know. You gotta study to show thyself approved unto the Father. You gotta put that work in. I'm not gonna stand with you in the day of judgment. I'm not gonna stand with you. I don't know what's gonna happen. Don't take what I'm saying. Maybe I'll give you a little bit of something and then you do your studies and gain a little bit more so you can provide me with information. So when I stand up in front of this camera and say what I got to say, it's another revelation. This is how we do this. This is how we're going to build. This is not an ego trip. This is not about who knows what, who does this, who does that. Nah, it's not about that. It's about the uplifting, the uprise, cleaning up house, cleaning ourselves, our vessels, our temples, cleaning that so we can be received by the Father with open arms. Because right now we on probation. And I want to say probation, we on parole. Cause we just got set out of captivity 3 years ago. 2020 was 3 years ago. We just got out of captivity. We now we got a 5-10 year probation. I don't know how long it may last. Parole for mad long. But that time is for us to do the necessary things to get right. It's to get right. Come on. Right? It says, delight thyself also in the Father, and he shall give thee the desire of thy heart. Whatever your desire is, whatever you got focus to do, you put your delight in him. He's going to fulfill your hearts, your dreams. I didn't want to do this, but I know I desire the Father. I try to do everything in the best of my abilities, and praise the Father, I'm gaining more intel now. And even with this, you feel me? I got to do the necessary things. I got to do right. And he put it in my heart to stand here. He said, no, listen, I want you to bring forth this information. Bring forth. Understand, you going against a machine so powerful that it's only through me, through your delight, through me, I shall bring people to you. That's what he told me. That's what he showed me. This is what we have to do. This is not an ego trip. I'm not here to shake somebody's ego. I'm not here to take away everything that you have learned. I'm here to expand it. I'm here to tell you that you need to get on the winning side. All the knowledge that you got within these scriptures, you need to take it and bring it here. Because that wisdom is going to be the information that's going to be needed to set our people free. So this whole world can heal. The world will not heal until the truth and until the children of Akobi are in their rightful positions. And that's on top. These Europeans been on top for years, 400 years. We had World War I, World War II. We got World War III going on. We got swine flu, Spanish flu, COVID flu, regular flu, H1N1, B172, ABC123, famine, pestilence. What other war was took place? Vietnam. The Cold War. There's supposedly a war in Ukraine. World War III is on the way. the American War. What else? Look, I'm still counting all my hands. These people need to step down. And the only way they're going to step down is when we know that it's time for us to step up. We ain't going to step up because we don't have no military. We got to humble ourselves and seek his face and call on his name in order for these things to stop. But until we do that, we shall suffer. We shall remain the tail and not the head. We should not be prosperous. We should not get ahead. We should not get by. We should not succeed. We should not win. We should not do absolutely nothing. Nothing is going to come our way until we do so. Nothing. Let's continue. It says what? Commit thy ways unto the Father. Commit your ways unto the Father. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth the righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Father, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his ways, because of the man who bring wickedness devices to pass. Don't worry about none of these things. I don't got to worry about none of these so-called teachers that got this amount of people. I don't got to worry about that. Focus on me. The Father will take all of this down. I'm telling you, the Father's going to take this down. I guarantee it. I bet $1,000 that I guarantee that I'm going to start seeing brothers and sisters who was once a part of these organizations come to me and say, yo, bro, I ain't going to lie. Everything that you said was the truth. Ain't no truth there. Yo, I had to watch some of your videos. I got brothers doing that now. I got brothers and sisters doing that now. Praise the Father for that. But like I tell everybody, man, you just gotta listen. This fight is for real. This ain't no walk in the park, man. You really gotta humble yourself and let the Father work with you. Because if you try to come in this with an agenda, if you try to come in this to sabotage and prove people wrong, the Father will destroy you, bro. He will destroy you. He will make a mockery of everything that you love, everything that you put your mind to. He will destroy it. So move humbly, man. That's for you. That's for me. That's for the elder. That's for anybody that's standing up right now that's saying, yo, we are the BANTU. Better do it right. Because if you do it wrong, oh, you're going to sing a sad song. You're going to be singing bone thugs. Bum, 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 bum. Tell me what you going to do when Sonini strikes. Judgment come for you. Judgment come for you. Let's continue. It says, verse 8 says, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. For the evildoer shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Father shall inherit the earth. We're waiting. The evil's getting cut off right now. Oh, you see what's going on in Europe? Listen, you see what's going on in Brazil? I just had a video. Maybe I got to start talking about these things. I got a video where they got a big-ass devilish, what they call this, parade cart. Devilish. People's praising it. We're there. And you're wondering why there's a high rise of death going on right now. From between the ages of 15 to 40 years old is at an all-time high with the HIV, the AIDS HIV. Facts. Not playing. Yo, I'm telling you. You're not listening, right? For yet, verse 10, it says, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. They're seeking to come into the Holy Land. They doing whatever they want it. They trying to do everything. They trying to secretly destroy us, secretly create mRNA seeds that can potentially cause people to catch diseases through food instantly. They know what they doing. They got radiation. They got radiation clinics all through New York right now. I wonder why. Is it the 5Gs? Is it the iPhone? Is it the TVs? Is it the Bluetooth? What do they know that we don't know, and what are they preparing for that we aren't? But I digress. Let's continue. Right? Verse 11 says, "But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace." So this right here, you know it's going to be for the children of Akobi. It says, look, "The wicked plotted against the just, and gaineth upon him with his teeth." So they're like, they're angry. They're plotting. I remember when they unrolled this foolish nonsense, the first people that they said should come into the front line, they said it was the Native Americans, Hispanics, and African Americans. Facts. Black, Hispanics, Native Americans. Facts. And when we said no and we didn't comply, you know what they did in September? Come on now. Let's continue. It says, "And the Father shall laugh at him." It's not him, it's laugh at them. "For he sees that his day is coming." Right? The Father's laughing because these heathens know that their time is coming. They know it's coming to an end. So they're trying to own everything. They're trying to put everybody in submission. They thought that this right here was going to allow everybody. I mean, I wouldn't say they thought. They knew. They just needed a large amount of people to comply. So when they bring forth the real one, oh, you're going to start seeing whatever you see in Shingawan, you're going to see it right in front of you. Oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be horrific. And they know that. These heathens know. But it's because the colored man and the brown man has been compromised. You've been compromised with what? You've been compromised with the dollar bill, y'all. Let's continue. Right? It says, "The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their arrow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of the upright conversation." Oh, they coming. They're going to come a time where they're going to come for people like myself who's proclaiming that they are the true descendants of Akobi. They're not going to say Israel. When you say Israel, that means you want them to be your daddy. When you say Israel, they don't bother you. They really don't care about that. The reason why they bothered the brother Ron Dalton is not because of Kanye and what Kyrie said. Kyrie didn't even say nothing, actually. It's because of what's in the book that shows what's in their book, like the Talmud, like your Goyim. Like, if they was to kill somebody, a non-Jewish person, there shall be no penalty behind it. That they can talk to little girls. They can talk and have fellatios with little girls under the age of 12, and it'd be no problem. Yeah. And they could have sex with any woman that's not of Israel and not be charged for it. So you could basically cheat on your wife as long as it's that, and you're not cheating with another Khazar, you're fine. Oh, that's what they was upset about. It was just that. Because anything outside of that book is just giving scientific proof that they are the descendants. We are the descendants of the children of the book. That's all. But I digress. Let's continue. Verse 15 says, "Their sword shall enter into their own hearts, and their bows shall be broken." See what's going on? You see what Putin was just talking about? This is what's going on. And all of this is going to keep going on until you heathens denounce your position and allow us to take and be in the seat that we are supposed to be in. When you do that, there shall be peace. It tells you right there. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, there shall diligently consider his place, and there shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in abundance and peace. The meek, it's not the meek, it's the seed of Abram, Isaac, and Jacob. They are the ones that's going to inherit the earth. And the ones that are meek within that shall inherit the earth. Not the ones that standing on the corner disrespecting, coming out of these heathens and saying foolish nonsense. No. You're not meek. You're not humble. You're not righteous. Don't miss me with that. Talking to the clouds, say it out loud. Yeah, you're supposed to say repent or die. Simple. You don't got to go into precepts. You don't gotta, we're not in a time to go into precept because the attention spans of our people has diminished drastically. Got no time. You give them one chapter a day. Like how I'm giving you right here. That's it. Because the minds of our people have been so destroyed. The more AI or technologies coming on this earth, the weaker the man is becoming. This is a fact. But I digress. Let's continue. Where are we? Oh, verse 16. A little that a righteous man has it better than the riches of many wicked. Pay attention. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, and the Father uphold the righteous. The Father knows the days of the upright. See, the Father knows when we're going to be there, and their inheritance shall be forever. So when we get back into our positions, it shall be forever. And they know that. So they spend trillions of dollars annually to deceive and lead you astray. Spend trillions of dollars giving all your leaders, giving them all information, even in your Hebrew Israelite nonsense. They'll read this to you. They'll read this Old Testament, this whole thing. But then they're going to at the same time tell you it's time to drink blood and eat this bread. This is the body. Am I lying? Bust a prayer and then say amen. But I digress. Right? Verse 19 says, they shall not be astonished in the evil times, and in the day of famine it shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Father shall be as the fat of the lambs. They shall consume into smoke. They shall consume away. The wicked borroweth and pay not again, but the righteous show mercy and giveth. This is what we do. It's genuinely in our hearts. The wicked, he's talking about the seed of Cain. And those chosen, those that was coming from that bloodline who took the oath and drunk the blood and wanted to be a Cain. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. Who's cursed? Who was cursed by the Father? Was it Cain and his children? Oh, my bad. They talking about the curse of those that's wicked and evil. No, the curse. Let's continue. Where am I? Okay. Verse 23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Father, and he delighteth he delighteth in his ways. So this step, this calling, what I'm doing, it's not by me, it's because of the Father. Me receiving this information is because of the Father, right? And ordered by the Father, and he's delighted in his ways. I'm delighted to be a Bantu. I'm delighted to know his name, Sonini. I'm delighted to receive all this information and knowledge and wisdom and be able to build and be able to start eating meat and stop drinking titty milk. I'm delighted. Verse 24, thou he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Father uphold him with his hands. So we fall all the time. The just man fall all the time. Like I had to tell these brothers in these congregations, I said, listen, man, you think my mistake that I've done, you think I'm going to be penalized for that? The penalty comes when the Father turns you into a reprobate and allows you to go back into the world and you doing this. As long as you stand in and you acknowledge your mistakes and you build from that, you make your bed, you got to lay in it. You reap what you sow and you take it like a man. You take it on the chin like a man. Ain't no complaints, ain't no love lost. But when you try to slander somebody's name, when you try to make it seem like, oh, he's only talking about things, but he's not talking about the things that he should be talking about. When you start doing that, first of all, how you know I'm talking about things that I'm not supposed to be talking about? Who told you? Oh, so y'all having slanderous conversations. I thought I was your brother. I thought we was family. So now that you feel comfortable because he's not showing up, is that the way of the Father? I thought you was serving the man that sits on the throne, but it's okay to talk about each other. But I digress. I'll leave it alone. Right? Verse 25 says, I have been young and now I'm old, yet I have seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed are preserved. Depart from evil and do good, and dwell forevermore. For the Father loved judgment and forsake not. You see this word saints? This is an add-on. No, saints, his children. Forsake not his children. They are preserved forever. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land and dwell therein forever. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talks of judgment. The law of his father is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide. The wicked watches the righteous and seeketh to slay him. Okay? The Father will not leave him in his hands, nor condemn him when he is judged. So that precept right there, 37 verse 33, it conflicts with Matthew's 27 verse 46, when our Savior says, Ele, Ele, la sabatani, and you heathens put, Father, Father, why have you forsaken me? You see what it says right here, 37 verse 33. The Father will not leave him in his hands, nor condemn him when he is judged. Wait on the Father and keep his ways, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. I have seen the wicked. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found. Mark that perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. Ooh, but the transgressor shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off, but the salvation of the righteous is of the Father. He is their strength in the time of trouble. He is our strength. When everything going on, all you got to do is focus on the Father, Sonini, right? And the Father shall help them and deliver them. Deliver them where? He's going to help us. He's going to deliver us back to the Holy Land. Ain't going to be no portals. Ain't gonna be no rapture. Don't listen to this foolish lies that these heathens from these satanic organizations of Lucifer has told you. Lies. Right? And he shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust. Wait, is it faith? Is it faith? No. It's confidence. It's trust in the Father. And I would like to leave it as that, people. I'm happy you guys. I hope you guys are taking heed, paying attention, receiving the truth. Understand that your salvation and your protection comes through him. You want to be saved? You walk in his ways. He didn't have to send his son to be sacrificed, to shed blood in order for you to receive some redemption. That is a lie. That is an interjection. That is the European Catholic insert within our documents, within our scrolls to justify European human sacrifice. Drinking of blood, a commandment that was broken in Leviticus chapter 17. And our Savior said in Matthew 5, verse 17, think not I come to destroy the laws nor the prophets. I come not to destroy, but to fulfill. To destroy the law. If the Father put a law within Leviticus chapter 17, Leviticus stands for law. So if he puts a law in place, how our Savior then comes said, I come not to destroy, but to fulfill. But yet he got you guys saying that you're supposed to be drinking blood, where it's only 2 apostles out of the 12 that has a writing and a recordings of this so-called blood sacrifice, knowing that the Father said out his mouth that there is no human sacrifice that shall be accepted. You should not sacrifice your children unto Moloch. But he's going to send his child to be a sacrificial lamb for the sins of some niggers and women that's following the ways of Moloch. You have to make that make sense, people. It's time for us to get out of this slumber. And I digress. I hope everybody have a blessed one. Let me read. Let me see anything. Let me see any comments. Yes. Peace, sis. Yes. 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 Are you dumb or are you dumb? I know. I know. Yes. Yes. Peace, big bro. But again, you want to come back to the fold, you want to come back to the good graces of the Father, you have to do one thing. Humble yourself. Turn from your wicked ways. Call on his name, not the name that was given unto you by the oppressors. He told you, envy not the oppressors and follow none of their ways. Don't envy them. Don't want to be associated with them. Take our mistakes of our forefathers. Take it on the chin. Take it. Accept it. Yes, Father, I messed up. Yes, my forefathers did wrong. And they did wrong. Yes, I'm taking everything that you gave to me. Take it like Job. Job lost everything. Job was a prosperous man. He lost it all, and he still stood 10 toes down. We need to be on that level. When the Father see that we on that level and that nothing on this world matters but him, I promise you, he will come down himself and wreak havoc on every single person that done us wrong. And these Europeans and these heathens and these he-goes and these heathenites, these people know exactly what time it is. But they don't want you to be set free, because this truth is not about truth for salvation. This truth is about putting money in their pockets so they can go on vacation. You can't go on vacation, but they can. You can't find understandings and have the Father give you revelations, but they can. So until the word and the truth come unto them, you are stuck until they approve. They gotta see a sign. I woke up and I had a dream and I had a revelation. Yes, my brother, what you said is the truth. Oh, praises to the Most High. Most High is the wine God. Yes. That's why they want you to say the Most High, because every time you keep saying the Most High, you get more drunk and more drunk. You get drunker than the first time and the last time. And before you know it, by the time you get sober, the world is already over. You're probably going to be in a FEMA camp somewhere, because you sitting here waiting for these liars to give you information. Don't wait on Junes. Don't listen to me. I'm just the messenger. I have a whole village of myself to protect. But I know for a fact that if my brothers and sisters need a place to rest their head, my doors is open. As long as you ain't, you know what? You good with me. And if you try to bring harm to me, the Father will execute you. The floor will crack up, the line and the floor will crack up, and the earth will eat you alive. I am that confident with the Father. I am that trustworthy within the Father. I don't move with faith. Faith is for people. Faith is for those that believe in things that are fake. I don't believe in nothing that's fake. I don't believe that I have faith that Abram had a conversation with the Father. I know he did, because I see what he gave Abram. I see what he promised Abram. I see what he said, that if we didn't abide by his rules and regulations, I would be put in America to fill out a social security card. Every time I gotta fill out a job application, I gotta pull a social security card. I gotta write a last name that has no correlation with Africa. It's either gonna be American, it's either gonna be British. You know, King James is either gonna be British, it's either gonna be French, or it's gonna be a Spaniard. Okay, these three people, somebody in my family is gonna carry that last name, and with that last name is my identification in order for me to eat. That's what you call servitude. Okay, I can't just go into the backyard, into somebody's backyard, and say, "Look at this coconut. Oh, I want to eat that." No, you gotta pay for everything. I'm paying for water. I'm paying for water bills. I'm paying for gas. I'm paying for heat. I'm paying to survive. Everything is a payment here. This is captivity. This is not home. And for you heathens and Negroes that want to profess and claim that America is home, you're nuts. You're lost. You're mentally retarded. Are you dumb, or are you dumb? But I leave it as that. I know I said that already, but yes, the Most High is wrong. That's not the Father's name. The Father never said, the Father never told Jacob or Moses, yeah, so the Most High is my name. No, the Most High is the wine God. Tune in. Matter of fact, next week, Samba, I'll bring it out for you. I'll show you. He's the wine God. Just like Yah is the moon God. And Yahweh is the Lucifer's God. All of these gods. Let me tell you something, people. Look. Before the Bible, first of all, you got to ask yourself, why would King James get all the best writers? See, you get the best writers. When you get great writers, see, I write songs, right? So when you write a song, you could write a 16. Then you know how to put the filler. The filler is when, I don't know if they do it in today's music, but the filler is like the underpath. It's like the down pass, right? You put the filler in, then you put the music in, right? But it has to click, right? Great music is it clicks. Everything clicks. In order to have that talent, you have to be a great writer. So when King James got the greatest writers, instead of putting all the great military people together to go to Africa and stop the slave trade, because remember, he is an Israelite. Like they say, he's the black man, right? That's what they said, right? Instead of doing all of that, he took the time out to get all the best writers to compile and put all our records, took all the records from this book right here. Okay? Took all the records from this, put it together, compiled it, and said, we're coming with a book now. And I need all the best writers. And before they was able to publish it, because when you authorize something, you have to give the final say. So they will write it. They say, what you think about this? He says, I like that. No, take that out. Too much information. That's why the things that he taking out, you'll find it in the book of Joshua. Take that out. No, we don't want that. That's gonna give us away. Take that out. Now, Genesis 32, put the fight with, say Jacob got into a fight, make it a nice, beautiful story so it could be very believable. So Jacob gets into a fight with an angel. The angel who supposedly in the heavenly realm that sits with the Father doesn't know Jacob's name. And asks Jacob, what is your name? And then Jacob says, but first of all, Jacob don't even know who he is. So Jacob don't even know who this man's is. He wrestles with a man he don't know from nighttime till day, which is kind of gay, but I digress. He wrestles with a man he don't know. The man therefore says, listen, I got to go. Let me go. And Jacob, who's afraid of his little brother, oh my bad, for those that's unlearned, right? His older brother Esau, right? He's afraid of his big brother, but he has no problem fighting an angel who's 10 times mightier than Esau. But I digress. So he puts him in a headlock. He says, I'm not going to let you go until you bless me. You hear what I'm saying to you? I'm not gonna let you go until you bless me. And then the guy said to him, what is your name? That right there should have triggered everybody. He said, wait, what? So when the angels came to see Lot, they knew Lot's name. When the father spoke to Abram, he knew Father Abram's name. But today, the father said, you know what? I'm on vacation. Angels, go down, don't know who this is. And then he fights him. And then he asks for a name. He says, what is thy name? He says, my name is Jacob. He says to him, your name will no longer be called Jacob, but shall be called Israel. So then after his name is called Israel, Jacob is mentioned again. And then after a verse after that, Jacob is mentioned again. Oh, it doesn't stop there. But if his name is changed to Jacob, or should I say, since his name is changed to Israel, why don't they refer to Jacob's trouble as Israel's trouble? See, the reason why they was unable to do so is because they had to fit in the lie. And the father wouldn't allow them. Because, you know, a liar always makes mistakes. A liar will always put himself in a box. You don't believe me? Download eSwords on your computer. Download every different version of the Bible. Look at King James. Look at Genesis chapter 13, verse 1. When you read it from the King James, it said he went south. When you read it from other Bibles, it said he went to the Negev. See how they got to correct it. See, when they put themselves in a box, they don't care about the Israel no more. Why? Because they already got the whole world believing that when you hear the word Israel, you automatically associate it with Europeans. The symbolization has effective. It is working. Why change it? Even if you claim to be a Hebrew Israelite, the whole world knows that you're not Hebrew Israelites. The whole world. And when I say the whole world, I'm talking about the ones that's in power. power, the ones that rule, they know for a fact that you're not a Hebrew Israelite. But they love it. That's why you're able to street preach on the corner and profess and shout this out and demonize Europeans. You can call them whatever. Matter of fact, call the white man Esau. Let us get even closer to you. Yes, we your brother. Call the Arabs Ishmael. Let us get even closer to you. Yes. Call it. We're not going to stop you from hiding ourselves, from telling people who we really are. Of course, yes. Esau, yes, yes, yes. Ishmael, yes. Allah, 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 yes. Another Allah, yes. Feed me. Feed it to the people. Keep feeding them that. And while you focusing on that, we're having board meetings on how we're going to take over the land. We sending Europeans like Bill Gates, Satan. And he's going to come over there with his manly wife. And they're going to come there and they're going to make a deal and bring genetically modified corn over there. So now they're going to mix the corn up. And then you're going to eat it. And the corns is going to be the new mRNA seeds that they have bought or created that they're getting ready to put here in America. Oh, you didn't know he owned 70% of architect of the farmland in America? 70%. That means out of every house, unless you got the top dollars to afford real vegetables and fruits, you will be eating the fufu. And that fufu will have the things to make you go cuckoo. And when that cuckoo is done with your ass, you will be looking like a doo-doo. Because this is what they want. And while you focusing on the Northeast, when you focus on the 1948, these heathens are plotting every day. You think when they found out that the Congo had electrical stones, that's even more reason. Now you see from that conversation, now you see the tensions between Russia, China, and America is being intense. They're intensifying it. So they're going to start doing foolishness behind the scenes. And when they done doing the foolishness behind the scenes, they're going to do what? They're going to destroy your land. And then they're going to take the remaining people that's in the North America that's proclaiming to be Israel. They're going to get rid of you. And it's going to be up to the Father, Sonini, to set us free. So I said all of that for one thing and one thing only. You better get on the right side. You better call on the right name. You better denounce all Europeanism, all teachings, all followings, all studies, all beliefs, all faith. You better let that go. Because if you think for 1 second that you're going to bring that into the Holy Land, the Father will destroy you. He will make a mockery out of you. He will make a mockery of you. He will allow the animals to eat you alive. They got these brothers coming from these congregations thinking that they come into the Holy Land and bring them forth, and they're being rejected. You can't come over here with that. Oh, yeah. But I digress. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live. Continue supporting. Continue, sharing these videos, being on the lives. Shout out to the Bantu princess, the deadly Zionist, the deadly lioness, Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all those. The African Nazarenes, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Big bro, you already know. You know what I'm saying? I love all you guys. I do this for y'all. It's for y'all. This is not for me. This is for y'all to sit down with your family. Tell your family, you better denounce this European nonsense. Because if you hold on to this, if you think, let me tell you something. If you think the God knows your heart, he's going to shoot you right in it. And you're going to realize that he didn't give a damn about it. You're going to catch a heart attack so fast. But I digress. So continue supporting. Do what it do. I love y'all. I'm out of here, man. Oh, yeah. For those that don't know, I am Mr. Keep My Foot on you heathens, you he-gros, and the newly installed Heathenites next. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Let's hear the Father say one time for the one time. I'ma holler at you. One.